we don't need you anymore. We don't care. We don't want to unite with you. We want to destroy every single one of you. So that's
oh my God. I can't even believe I'm hearing this. Like you're saying it out loud.
We have the machines, we have the courts. We don't want to unite with you, we want you to be destroyed. These are the words of a socialist who called into Sean Hannity's radio show, where he says the quiet part loud. Folks, you're about to hear some truly shocking audio, but it is something that everyone needs to hear.
Here's a socialist on the line. I have to take him, David from Minneapolis.
Thanks for taking my call, Rose.
Sure.
I've heard a lot of voices on the right lately, and it seems like a lot of false hope. And what I'm hearing is, come the midterms. Maybe come the presidential election in 2024. And it sounds like they're just disconnected from reality. And the reality is this, that we have the machines, we have the courts, and we have the media. And the game is over. You had a good run, 200 and some odd years, great. But now it's over with, and there's nothing that can be done about it. If you have no place to redress, no place to air your grievances, in other words, no court, then there's nothing left for you to accept, just to accept it and move on. And there's going to be a lot of disappointed people in the next 18 months, but I'm here to say right now, in 18 months, Sean Hannity and others like him will not have a TV show. They will not have a radio show. And that's just all there is to it.
Okay, David, hold on.
Bad news.
So right off the bat, you can already hear the socialist calls into this show, and he basically says, we have the courts, we have the media, we have everything, and no one is listening to you. So you're screwed. Just accept your loss. The presidential election, Joe Biden won, kind of like China's candidate, and that's how it is. And then he goes further and says that Sean Hannity won't have a radio show. What did he mean by that? It's simple. He's saying that all Republicans, all conservatives, all Trump supporters will be censored, suppressed, and ultimately destroyed. And it gets much worse, folks. This guy basically says everything we already know, but nothing that they were ever willing to admit. So let me put it this way. The left-wing modern establishment has gone absolutely insane. We know that they want to deplatform us all, ruin our lives. They want to do a global reset of the entire economy of the world and turn everything into a socialist dystopia. They think it's going to be a utopia, but we all know that socialism leads to dystopias. Whether it's Stalin, whether it's communist China, it becomes authoritarian, people have their rights taken away, and everybody becomes poor, unless you're the elite. But I want you to hear more of what this guy has to say.
You said, we have the machines, we have the media. Who are you referring to?
The people behind the levers of power. These machines have been around for a while. We have been waiting and watching for the right opportunity, and it finally came. And the fix is in, and that's it. That's all there is to it. The ends justify the means.
Aren't you like kind of exposing? Aren't you like pulling the curtain away and exposing all of this? Or you're admitting that aren't your fellow socialists and everyone else going to be really ticked off at you for like saying, yeah, we really did steal the election?
Not anymore. It's too late for that.
Dude, are you serious? Like, is this a serious call, or are you like punking me here?
No,
Rose,
is this a serious call? Absolutely serious. Absolutely.
So this part's really important. He's basically saying that yes, and this is amazing to me because I've been saying this since the election. He basically admits that they stole the election. They rigged the machines. They cheated. He's saying all of it out loud. He's saying it as if he has firsthand knowledge of it. Now, for a while now, I've been saying, Mr. Obvious has been saying the following. The left thinks they cheated. The Democrats think they cheated. And this is precisely why they refuse to see our evidence, evidence of fraud, evidence of misdoing, unconstitutionality in court. Because they know if it goes to court, if it goes to discovery, we will, people who voted for Trump, conservatives, etc., we will be proven right. And you know what? I don't fundamentally disagree with him. He's right. The courts are not listening. They're not even looking at the evidence, and we are being denied. The game has been rigged. But I disagree that we should give up, and I disagree that it's hopeless, and I also disagree that this guy is going to get what he wants. Socialist revolution and all that. I hope he knows that a communist, they're going to be the first ones to go down. That's what happens in a socialist revolution. See, we call these people useful idiots because they will fight tooth and nail to betray the system, betray our government, betray capitalism, and install the New World Order, which is socialism, communism, authoritarianism. They're the first ones to get removed from society. Why? Well, look at it this way. If you work on a boat, right, and you do a mutiny with a small group of people to take over the boat, get rid of the old captain, what's the first thing you do? Well, you get rid of the people who were willing to betray the captain. This guy will be the first one to go. By his own people. That's just how it goes in socialism.
No,
But
Rose,
is this a
I'm
serious
being
call?
absolutely serious. Absolutely. And here's one last thing. I keep hearing people say, well, what about the 80 million? And don't you want to unite and reach out? You don't get it. We don't need you anymore. We don't care. We don't want to unite with you. We want to destroy every single one of you. So that's
Oh my God. I can't even believe I'm hearing this. Like, you're saying it out loud. I mean, like, maybe
They've
it's
been
said behind
saying it
closed
out
doors.
for a
Are you
while
kidding
now.
me?
If you listen closely, they've been saying it for quite a while. I'm just one of those.
Are you playing
tired old
like the
socialists.
devil's advocate here? You're kind of playing the devil's advocate, I think.
Absolute. No.
So it's absolutely amazing. He just comes out and says it. We don't want to unite. We want to destroy you. This is your average socialist, and this is increasingly what your modern leftist actually believes. You see, we live in two Americas. And I hate saying that. I hate saying that there are two Americas because there's only one America. There's patriots and then there's traitors. Traitors who've betrayed the Constitution, who've betrayed what this country stands for, and at least attempts to be. And then there's people who want to destroy it. It's that simple. You're either American or you're not. In my opinion, people who want to destroy America are not Americans. They're traitors. But he just comes out and says it. We don't care about the nearly 80 million people who voted for Trump, who voted for the anti-establishment, pro-economy, populist candidate. That was Trump all the way. Now that we have Joe Biden, the corrupt, rich, elite, wealthy, basically controlled by China, because he took Chinese money. Even his own associates said that they think that he's compromised by China. I mean, it doesn't get more comical than that, except it's not very funny. It's actually terrifying. He says that we don't need you anymore. We're going to destroy you. I don't think he's kidding. I think that's what he fully believes. I don't think it's going to go down like he thinks it's going to go down. And, I don't take him seriously. Obviously, this guy's mentally ill. He's a crackpot. And like your typical socialist, a complete ingrate. It's very childish. Well, these group of people are the bad ones, and if we just got rid of them, the world would be a better place. People who believe this sort of thing are wrong. The world's not going to be better. If anything, a socialist, globally reset world is going to suck. It's going to suck. It's going to suck. There's not going to be equality. There's not going to be a utopia. There's not going to be free money for everybody. It's simply going to be the rich elite, the government, who control everything already, and everyone else who will be poor and starving.
Although you're not telling us anything that we didn't already know or suspect. It's just amazing to me that someone on the left is actually being honest about what they're all about.
Well, how much love do you think that the 80 million have for people like myself?
No.
And
Who has
for
the
different
contempt,
reasons.
David? You have the contempt.
Both sides, Rose. Both sides have the contempt equally.
Do you not love the Republic and everything that it stood for the last 244 years?
There are millions of people who have had experiences like that, like mine, that came to that conclusion long ago that the Republic, so to speak, is nothing but crony capitalism. It's taking advantage of one group to the advantage of another, and I'm sick of it. I'm done with it. I'm done. And if that means the utter destruction, tearing it down and rebuilding it, great. Then so be it. And let the cards and the chips fall where they may. Doesn't matter to me anymore.
It doesn't matter to you. Do you have kids? Do you have children?
I do not.
Okay, well, that's probably a very big reason why it doesn't matter to you.
And there it is. This guy is childless. He's probably single. I mean, who would want to date a communist? This is the problem. America has two realities, alternate realities. except I think one is actually based on the truth and one is based on lies. Conservatives, I think, are living in the real world. Democrats are not. Leftists are not. You may be a leftist, you may know leftists, they don't live in reality. They believe all this nonsense. Things will be so much better if we just abolish capitalism, abolish the system. No, it will not. Real socialism has been tried, and it fails every single time. Capitalism, republicanism is the worst system, except every other system we've tried. It's the least bad system so far. Socialism is not the answer. And I think you're going to see how naive this person is as we finish off this recording.
When you said that I'll give up my freedom, I won't be the one giving up my freedom. It will be you and your side. You're the ones whose freedom.
Yeah, and what freedom will you have left, my friend? Because once they take it away from us, what will you have? You tell me.
The difference between the haves and the have-nots at that point.
Yeah, and you know that it's just a ruling elite that will be the haves. You do know that, right? Unless you intend on becoming one of the ruling elite. And good luck with that. You're going to see a lot more disparity between the classes than you ever have before.
Absolutely, we will. Absolutely.
And that is okay with you.
Part of the plan. That's all part of the
plan.
Part of
what plan? To what end? What is your end, David? I need to know the end. What's the end? What's the end game? Tell me quick. I only have a minute.
A massive global reset on a scale that people can't even imagine now. They think that they can. They think they can conjure it up in their little brain, but they have no idea what's coming for them. None.
Yeah, a world of oppression. I can tell you. It's a world of oppression because you don't want anybody else to have more than you have, right? You can't handle that. You want everybody to be as miserable.
I got mine a long time ago. I'll be just fine.
Well, and the hell with everybody else, right, David? To hell with everybody else.
Absolutely.
This is like the craziest. All right. Well, thank you. I don't know if socialists like to hear Merry Christmas, but wow. Was that real? Seriously, was that real?
And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much how it went. That was the end of the call. I'm kind of skimming through here a little bit, but this was shocking. And it's not shocking because they're saying anything that we don't already know. This is how they think. It's shocking because they actually admit it. And this is the threat we face, folks. This is the modern left. No, I know some people are going to say, oh, he's just a socialist. He doesn't, represent the left. Oh, I think he does. The global reset. Build back better. It's all connected, folks. They're planning to destroy everything. And, I find it so funny that he thinks that, only the Republicans, only the conservatives, only the libertarians and Trump supporters, even the liberals, only they will lose their freedom. No, fool. You will be the first one to lose your freedom. You will be the first one to have your wealth reallocated. But you see that attitude? I've got mine. I don't care about anybody else. Screw them. Let's burn it all down. Oh, yeah, well, they're going to take what you have. That's socialism. They're going to take what you have. You're not going to have yours. You're going to be the first one licking that boot. This is the world we live in, folks. This is who they are. And I hope this video, please share this video, please. It is so important that people understand that this is how the modern left thinks. The modern socialist, the modern Democrat, modern left-leaning liberal, whatever, democratic socialist, whatever they want to call themselves, the average commie. This is what they all think. This is what they all are really thinking. So there you go. They're mocking you. They're laughing in your face. They're saying that they're going to destroy you. They're going to replace you. They're going to erase you. It's all happening. Lately on the Donald, I've been seeing a lot of activism. A lot of people have been calling their representatives, telling them, we must look into the fraud. We must decertify places because of allegations, etc., etc. And they're actually making an impact. And I think that's how I want to finish off this video. Here on the Donald.win, they're calling for a special session in Pennsylvania. And as you can see here, it says, over the past few days, I have been returning numerous phone calls to constituents who asked me to sign this petition. Many of you have expressed a desire for the General Assembly to meet in a special session prior to January 5th to address a variety of election issues. Many are outraged over the unlawful execution of the most recent election due to decisions of the Wolf administration, the Pennsylvania court, etc., etc. They highlight that the Pennsylvania election was unconstitutional. So they're calling for a special session. Stuff like this only happens when people get out there, when they remain energized, when they contact their representatives and let them know what their concerns are. This is an old tradition in American politics. The Donald helped make that happen. And that's not the only place they're calling, and they're asking these representatives, look, there is unconstitutionality here. There may be fraud. We need the courts to look at it. You cannot certify, etc., etc. So don't believe the socialists when they say, well, it's already over. It doesn't matter anymore, but it's done. It's not done yet. It's not over yet. And if people keep making noise, who knows what will happen. But that, my friends, is merely the obvious. Well, that's all for now, folks. What do you think about this story? Let me know down below in the comment section. Please tell me what you think about that commie's comments. Gee, I wonder why. I wonder why there's contempt for socialism in America. Your average socialist basically just wants to destroy everything and is a selfish, naive child who doesn't realize that they'll be the first one on the chopping block. You let me know what you think. Anyhow, if you want to support my work, please join me on Patreon or Subscribestar, as I am funded by viewers like you. If you want to donate, there's DonorBox, there's crypto, links and addresses are down below. You can also visit one of my sponsors. And again, sharing the video is a huge help. It really is. Facebook conservative pages, conservative subreddits, if they still exist, Twitter, etc. This is how we win, folks. We gotta get the word out. Anyhow, thanks for watching. This has been Mr. Obvious, and I'll see you all next time.